I want to talk about going to church. I have seen many churches are mushrooming around. And I doubt they are genuine. I can tell you as your parent, because I was also in the university, the best church is your YCS, your CU, your SDA. Come here in the university and do what? And pray as comrades. Then the dean of students will organize so that you get people from outside. This church you see with one preacher and 3 days of praise and worship. And they are making noise throughout the world. I can tell you as your parent, because I was also in the university, the best church but is if your meet together as YCS, as CU in the university, as SDA, and that is the culture we have. So I want to give you this as advice, and a very firm advice, because I know some people just want money from you, and it's not right. Worship together. Encourage one another. When you are together, you can also fundraise if somebody has a fees problem. But when you start scattering around churches around, I suspect you'll be disoriented. The other thing, avoid walking alone. Sometimes I'm from Nairobi at night. I find 2 ladies walking alone at night. Before we had some cases of rape. Because when you walk alone, you make yourself vulnerable. Where are you going at midnight alone? And Professor Nyaga has told you to get a boyfriend. Where can't you walk with a boyfriend? If you must walk at what? Midnight. Where are you walking alone? Because we have had those cases. And they are very unfortunate cases, and they have traumatized it. They have traumatized us. Don't walk alone. The university gives you a lot of freedom. There are no dormitories. There's no timekeeper. There's nobody to guard you in the room. But freedom comes with responsibility. So those people who succeed take this freedom with responsibility. They exercise self-control. And through that, they are able to succeed. The government told us to build a lactating room. A lactating room is for the young mothers. So that because also there's a policy of leaving no one what? Behind. So the lenders can choose here. You can choose. You have a lot of responsibility. You can choose to go to the lactating room or stay away from the what? Lactating room. And as your father, I can tell you, this is not the right time to go to the what? To the lactating room. Many years will come. After you graduate, you'll have 3, 4 children, you are allowed. But now, you will have a lot of difficulty standing and going to the lactating room. And because you're going to the lactating room, you know, when you go to class, there is an house girl in your room taking care of the what? Of the child. That means you have to pay them. Do you have the money to pay them? Over the years, I've been seeing the number of children increasing in the university. I don't want them to increase this year. Can you promise me? Exercise your freedom with responsibility, because freedom comes with what? Responsibility. I talked about the risky relationship, and I think Professor Nyaga talked about them. Have the right people. And Professor Musali also talked about it. What are you doing with somebody who doesn't attend the lectures? What are you doing with those people? They'll pull you down. They'll destroy your focus. What are you doing with them? What benefit are they giving you? What are you doing with people who are spending your money all the time? Whenever you go out, you are the one who is going to buy something. What are you doing with them? So choose your friends. Another success factor is if you have the right friends, you are going to succeed. And we want you, all of you, to succeed. There's the issue of alcohol and drug abuse. Yesterday, we and the team from the region, led by the Regional Commissioner, Paul Rono. You have a lot of freedom. You have to choose between taking drugs and becoming a zombie. You know, zombie is somebody, like Professor Nyang was saying, somebody has not been answering questions, then they start answering questions. Because they're under the influence of what? You have a choice. But is it the right thing you want to do? Your parents have a lot of hope in you. They want you to succeed. They want you also to be responsible parents in future. How will you be a responsible parent if what you prioritize now is taking drugs? Parents in future. When I was talking to my students during the Career Innovation Week, I gave them a story where I told them, you know, a very ugly man can approach a beautiful lady. But the lady is hesitant. But if the man continues pushing, the lady can say, maybe this man has something. He can get an opportunity. That is the example I'm giving you about what? Resilience. These days, in fact, people don't talk about STEM. STEM is science, engineering, and mathematics. They talk about STEM. The soft what? Skills. You can have all the knowledge, but if you lack the soft skills to push, there are people who come to my office and they want internship. And I just say, to have peace of mind, let me give these people what? Internship. Because they come every what? But somebody comes one day, na anakutumia kwa WhatsApp, anakuuliza ile kazi yangu ilienda wapi? So as you start your first year, you have to know that you have to be what? Resilient. Disciplined, but and drug abuse, non to excessive consumption of drugs. Focus yao. As a university, to collaboration na community. Tuko na uhusiano na community. Tuko na kikundi ya landlords na staff wa university. Na tunatumia hicho kikundi kuleta community na university pamoja, ndio kukuwe na amani ndani ya university na kule nje. Na wawachane kwenda kuogelea huko, tumewajengea swimming pool, Olympic size swimming pool. So wao wanaenda pale to avoid loss of life because we want these people to be successful. Unajua hawa ni watoto kama wale wao. So wanafunzi wakiwa huko nje, community inawachunga, inawaongelesha, kama wanakosea, wanawakosoa, ndio waweze kuishi hapa vizuri, because wengine watakaa hapa miaka 4. Hapa ni kama nyumbani kwao. So tunaomba community itusaidie kama chuo kikuu to mentor these students ndio wakuwe responsible citizens. Okay. Thanks.
Kenya kwa hapa. Mimi labda niwaambie ile barabara wanatuofisha huko juu.
Nani hiyo?
Ile pale kwa mlima ya Shirika pale.
Sasa mlima anafikiria nikachagua. So hiyo ni sensitive. Wewe unataka kuharibu wewe.
Baki hapo. Nimetaja akaniambia usiguse.
Usiguse hiyo mlima. Sawa. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
Okay.
And then
wale wako na nguo mbaya mbaya waende.
Kamenju.